So I had this post on Instagram go viral.
Yeah.
It got 1 million views. It's almost at 1.1 million. It was an Alex Jones. It was funny, but it was also like it was supposed to be kind of inspirational, but it's just funny because it's just a hilarious Alex Jones rant.
Yeah.
And so it got shared around by a lot of UFC fighters. Like I think one of a former world UFC champion liked the post.
Wow.
And so then I think they were all spreading it around their little
On their Slack channel.
or whatever they've got. So that got spread around. But as I was watching, this was over the course of a week that this happened. And when I watched it, I was like, what does this really mean? All these views. Because it's not like what it used to mean in my mind. Now a view like 10 years ago meant more. It wasn't just an impression. It was a choice that you made. Now this video could have just popped up and a video seemed like it did impact people in a way. But still, when it's on Instagram or if it's like on Facebook, what is it really like? People are just swiping and seeing a video pop up and then swiping away, and you can see how long the video duration was that people like stayed for, and it was a lot more than you would think, like over half of the video. So that was interesting, but as I was like pondering all this, my brain went back to a guy that I saw when I was in downtown Nashville. I was eating, and there was some glass like. Literally, the guy was as close as I am to you, maybe a little further away. Yeah. And so we could both see each other, but it was this weird thing where we didn't feel like we were literally sitting 2 feet from each other because there was glass in front of him. Yeah. So he pulls out his phone, and his friends get up and leave, and he pulls out his phone, and he's just on Instagram. And he's younger than me. So I was like, I just want to know, like, how does he interact with Instagram? Because I interact with it like an old person would interact with Instagram. You know, I don't go to the reels and just like start swiping. I'm just like see what my friends are doing on there, and then I just whatever. But he just went to like the reels section, and he just like
because when you go to the reels, that's literally just what they're recommending to you, right?
That's what they're recommending.
Like TikTok.
Yeah, he was just swiping. I mean, like the pace that he was like perceiving everything and sending things off was just it was truly amazing. Like he was just swipe. Heart, swipe, heart, swipe. One time he watched something for literally 2 seconds, and then in the blink of an eye, he clicked share, thought of a very specific person, shared it, typed in their name, sent it off, and didn't even finish the video, and just kept swiping. Like, and it was like the most incredible thing I had ever seen. Wow. I was like, this is how people interact with, and it's not even like, I mean, I think that it's bad, but it's not even like it's just the way that it is. Yeah. And maybe like I couldn't perceive something impact me that fast. But maybe stuff that he's watching is impacting him in a different way because he's younger than me. He's been on this stuff for so much longer. I mean, I don't know how he could have possibly watched that video for 1 second and thought of a person and sent it to them. Yeah. And not even finished it. And I don't know. It just blew my mind.
So when you have a video that goes viral, you think that most of those views are just
it's just feeding the machine
doing what and they just never think about it again?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's my deep thought is I don't know if he thinks about these again. Because I think my brain just works so much differently than his because I didn't grow up with Instagram or anything like that. So maybe he's able to maybe his brain literally is wired differently to be impacted differently, and I just can't perceive that, and that's just what it feels like to be an older generation, and and you feel like you're right, and you feel like they're wrong. Right. The same way that our parents felt like, why should you guys be playing so many video games? Right. And it's like, well, you're wrong. You're right though, but are you wrong? Yeah. It's an interesting. That was very interesting to me, but I don't know. A view back 10 years ago was more of like a meaningful moment that you chose to click on something. Now.
It's just recommending things to you. And
just different.
That's really weird. That stuff is scary to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good for people's brains.
I don't either, but like their brains are just wired that way. So,
but like at what cost? Like what?
I don't know. What cost for us that we played so many video games? that we watched a lot of TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there definitely is a cost, but like we are relatively successful. We did several things that
Yeah.
you know. So that's what I mean. Like that was my deep thought. I just thought of that as that video just keeps getting more and more. I mean, every day it gets like 100,000 views. It's crazy. It's like every day and a half it might get 100,000 views. Like it's only getting more and more views as
people
time goes on.
just swipe, watch it, look a couple of it. And
I guess,
swipe.
but like the
That
video
counts.
is like 59 seconds and the average watch time is like 28 seconds. So that means people are actually watching. I mean, if an Alex Jones meme pops up and you like are an Alex Jones, like you like watching these funny rants, I mean, you're gonna see and wait and see what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just interesting. It was a moment of me reflecting on how my brain operates differently than like maybe the younger generation, and if that's good or bad, or if that's just something that it is.
We're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
We're gonna find out. Like, but I think to me it feels bad because it's like, what? So what next? Like,
yeah, it's Ready Player One, right?
yeah, like you people can't ingest that much information any faster than we are now, can they? Or can they?
Yeah, I don't know.
You just get a little.
He did a lot faster than me, that's for sure. It was incredible. And then his friends just came back to the table, and he just he was like, "Oh hey," and he's just like talking like normal. I was like, "This is just a normal dude."
Maybe it's just that people can't sit quiet anymore.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm sitting there watching Lord of the Rings, and Frodo just every time he gets nervous, he's grabbing for that ring, man.
Yeah,
He's
I know. I
just
thought
that
of the
ring of
same
power.
thing. Yeah, the ring of power.